Keeping an eye on the John Morant situation and his trade availability and things like that. It's going to be very interesting from a fans and an analyst perspective because John Morant is, on one hand, he's a very good basketball player. He has a ton of skill. He can be a primary option or one of the primary options on a good team. Issue is he's such a he's such a niche player that you kind of need to build a team around him properly and run the offense in a specific way, kind of like Trey Young in the situation that we were just talking about with him. You need to run a team through him in a specific way. And that's why I don't think a ton of teams are going to be looking at him like, okay, we want to go get him despite whatever his price may be. But there are two teams I think that might be good fits and may have some incentive to go and get John Morant. The first team is the Miami Heat, weirdly enough. They have a really nice rotation of guards. Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell has been elite for them. Tyler Hero, when he's healthy, he's very good for them. And then they just got Jaku, their rookie. But the way that the Miami Heat run their offense is very well suited for Ja because they don't run screening action or anything. They mainly just run ISO, space out, kick it out for three. They run the fewest screens in the NBA and they don't really run plays. They just run five outs. And I think that benefits Ja a lot because that's what he's best at. When he's given space, he can just attack and get downhill and kick it out for three. So I think a team like the Heat would be very interesting for Ja. The issue is, what would they give up for him? Would they give up Tyler Hero? They wouldn't give up Norman Powell, I would imagine, but would they give up Tyler Hero, Jaku, Davion Mitchell, any of these guys? What would that trade look like? And the other team, kind of in that similar situation, is the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've been talking about it. They media basically wants Ant and Ja to form that electric offensive and athletic backcourt. But I like the fit just because they desperately need a true point guard to kind of run the show. And they also just need someone to kind of stabilize the offense just a little bit. I don't think their offense needs necessarily like help, like just like they don't need another offensive engine or anything. But I do think that having a point guard like Ja kind of fits in their mold. Again, though, who would they trade? Would they trade? They would have to trade like Nas Reed, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Jade McDaniels. They would have to trade these guys to get him, and I don't know if they view that as worth it. But we'll see. But those are two teams I would like to see Ja go to if I wanted. I'm not a Ja hater or anything, but if I wanted him to succeed, if I wanted that team to succeed, those would be the two teams I would look at.